Shares of Jubilant Foodworks at a price of around 1,500 rupees. She's a long-term investor, wants to know whether or not she should hold on to it or she should sell it. Avinnash, let's come across to you first. Fundamentally, what's your take on Jubilant Foodworks? I mean, there have been a couple of issues. We saw the stock move to around 1,000 rupees odd, but I think it made a peak at around that 1,700 rupees, 1,800 rupees last year itself when it delivered very, very good numbers. Her buy price is 1,500. Should she hang in there, or do you think the losses can only widen?
Nigel, I think definitely longer-term prospects look to be quite good, but in the shorter term, I think the stock may remain lackluster, considering the fact that Jubilant is in a very strong capex cycle, and obviously the sales growth per store has actually slowed down. So I think giving it a time of roughly about 12 to 18 months, if the investor can hold on, then only some decent money can be made in the stock. I would suggest hold on, but I think a long-term perspective has to be kept on the stock. In the short term, the stock may underperform.
All right, let's get in a quick check on the technicals as well. Sandeep, what's your view?
Afternoon, Surbhi. I think I would also recommend a hold at the current levels. The stock has fallen. I would in fact average it out, and I would keep a stop loss of 950. 12-month target could be anywhere between 1350, 1370. So on a bounce back, one should exit. Maybe if you average it, your level buying average will be much lower. And I don't see the stock crossing 1500 in a hurry also on the other side. So I would stick to the 12-month target of 1350, 1370.
Okay, all right. Let's move on then to the next query. We have Khyati, I think, on the line. No, we don't have Khyati right now. We've just dropped that call with her. Momita Mishra is on the line from Kolkata. So let's find out what the questions is. Hi, Momita. How can we help you? Momita? Okay, seems to be a day of slightly bad lines. Okay, let's see what the question is. I have the email also in front of me. So she's got 1,000 shares of DCB Bank. Her buy price is around 77. She says she's a long-term investor, wants to know what to do right now. Should she hold on? And can she expect better levels, or is it best to just book some of that profit? Sandeep, let me ask you first. Technically, I mean, how does it look? Because this is a viewer who's not looking to trade. She's a long-term investor.
Absolutely, the stock has done well to bounce back from the lower levels of 68 over the last 3-4 months, and I see some more upside coming in. Now, if you are talking of 1 year, I would talk of a target of anywhere between 120, 125. So I would recommend a hold and booking profits around those levels.
Call coming in on DCB Bank. By the way, the Nifty has moved to the high point of the day, so very good to see. We have Bank of Baroda that's moved quite well in the last few minutes. Just pull up the intraday chart of Bank of Baroda. That stock, in fact, has spiked up. I think HDFC as well is cutting its losses as we speak, so maybe you can pull up the intraday chart over there as well. Bank of Baroda, in fact, has moved to the high point of the day, and Idea really as well has put on some weight. It was holding with a gain of around 1%. Now it's holding with a gain of around 1.5%. So HDFC is just trying to see a bit of an uptick. Idea has really moved to the high point of the day, and Tech Mahindra as well has joined the pack. So it's up 2.2%. Just around 10 minutes ago, it was up only around 1.7% or thereabouts. Pull up the intraday chart of Tech Mahindra. I think we should get that stock up for you on the screen as well. But I think let's get to our next query then. We have Kayur Mehta, who calls us from Ahmedabad. He has investments in NTPC. Hi, Mr. Mehta. Good afternoon. How can we help you? What's your query, sir?
Sir, मेरे पास NTPC के 1000 shares है.
जी.
At the rate of 124.
Oh, very good. Okay.
From in February में purchase किया हुआ है.
जी.
मैं 1.5 और 1.5 साल तक अभी wait कर सकता हूँ.
Okay. All right. So that's a successful investor there on NTPC. Sandeep, what's your take? He's made good money, or actually he's sitting on a gain of around 30,000 odd. What advice can you give him?
Nigel, when you are in the money, you should hold on. You should not be in a hurry to book profits. In fact, that is the success for a good trader or an investor, for success in the long term. So I would recommend a hold definitely. My target would be 200, 210, where he can think of booking profits over the next 12 to 15 months since he has a long term in mind. And on the downside, 130 can be a safe stop loss which should not be triggered, and he will also be exiting in profits only even if that is triggered. So both sides he will be comfortable. So I would recommend that stop loss as well. And I think 210 should be the target in the next 12 to 15 months.
Okay, all right. That is the view on NTPC. Just a quick check on all that's moving around in the market. Nigel was talking about Tech Mahindra. Actually, all of technology is so strong. Even Infosys is piling on more gains now. Stocks very close to the highest point of the day. TCS is keeping it good company. And we're seeing plenty of incremental buying in some of the banks today. For instance, of course, BOB. Speaking of banks, should also pull up a lot of the PSUs, the mid-cap PSU side for the banking universe. Stocks getting fairly excited. In fact, I mean, whether you're looking at an Allahabad Bank, Bank of India, OBC, IOB, a lot of these stocks, United Bank of India, there's a bit of a mid-cap PSU play that's now building up. A lot of these stocks now running towards the day's high as we speak. So banking is definitely now looking up as we get into the close to the last hour of trade. All right, on that note, let's take a quick break. We'll come back on the other side and keep answering more questions.